In one country, a single US dollar is enough to buy a candy bar. In another country, that same $1 is worth over 300 units of their local currency. How is that possible? Why does the same piece of paper have completely different values around the world? Today, we're breaking down the real story of currency, what it is, why it exists, and why the US dollar is one of the most powerful creations in human history. Welcome to the channel where we simplify money, the world economy, and how you can use this knowledge to build real financial power. Let's start with the foundation. What exactly is currency? Meet Asad, a curious guy who just discovered something shocking. Asad sits in a cafe staring at two pieces of paper, a US dollar and a foreign currency note. Both are just paper. So why is one so valuable? A wise old traveler next to him smiles and says, "Currency is not paper, my friend. Currency is trust." Asad raises an eyebrow. The traveler explains, "Long before money existed, people traded goods directly. Wheat for clothes, milk for tools. But this system failed when people didn't want what the other person had. To fix this, humans created something everyone agreed would hold value. That agreement became currency." Asad nods. The story begins to make sense. The traveler continues, "Before paper, money looked very different. People used gold, silver, bronze, shells, even salt." Asad imagines ancient markets filled with metal coins and rare objects. Carrying heavy gold becomes difficult, so governments introduced paper notes, each note representing real gold stored somewhere. But Asad is surprised when he hears this. Today's money isn't backed by gold anymore. It's backed by trust in the government, the economy, and the system. Asad whispers, "So our money is valuable because we believe it is?" The traveler smiles. "Exactly." The traveler explains that every country builds its own economy, different industries, different exports, different strengths. So each country creates its own currency to manage its system. Asad imagines a world map filled with dollars, euros, yen, pounds, all different because the countries behind them are different. The twist: why currencies have different values. Asad then asks the big question, so why is $1 stronger than hundreds of another currency? The traveler draws 3 circles on a napkin. A. Demand. If the world wants your currency, its value rises. Most global trade, especially oil, uses US dollars. That demand makes the dollar stronger. B. Economic strength. A strong, stable economy makes a strong currency. People trust it more. C. Inflation. If a country prints too much money, its currency loses value. More money equals less worth. Asad looks at the napkin and suddenly, everything clicks. Asad discovers why the dollar dominates. The traveler leans closer and says, "The US dollar is not just America's currency, it's the world's currency." Asad learns over 60% of global reserves are kept in USD. Countries use the dollar for trade. Businesses save in dollars. Even people in unstable economies protect their money by holding dollars. The US dollar is like the main character of global finance. Powerful because the world trusts it. Asad realizes it's not about the paper, it's about the system behind it. How this changes Asad's life. Asad returns to his hotel room with a new perspective. He looks again at the 2 pieces of paper, one US dollar, one foreign currency note worth hundreds of units. They look the same, they feel the same, but their power comes from the economies behind them. Asad whispers, "Money isn't just money, it's a story, a system, a source of trust." Asad's journey has just begun, and so has ours. If you want to understand the world of money the way Asad does now, hit subscribe. Because next time, we're diving deeper into how currency affects your daily life and how you can use this knowledge to build real wealth.